Today on CityCast Salt Lake, who will be Salt Lake City's next mayor? Plus, the hot chocolate trend finally reaches us, and some shout-outs. Executive producer Emily Means, CityCast Salt Lake audience development manager Angie Treasure. Good morning, y'all.
Good morning.
Happy Tuesday.
Okay, before we get into the conversation, I've got a huge favor to ask of our listeners. We are so close to meeting our goal for our annual listener survey. I need you to take it. You can do that at citycast.fm/survey. We need at least 300 people to take it for us this year. And I'm going to tell you why this matters. Basically, what we do is we seek to better understand you, our listener, because at the end of the day, we make this show for you. Many of you are paid subscribers of this show. That pays our bills. So we want it to be the best possible show for you. Like, it's a symbiotic relationship. And so we need to know more about you. We need to know what you like, what you don't like, what you want to hear more of, what you want to hear less of, some of your hobbies, things like that. We timed it. It should only take 7 minutes to take this survey. So if you can find 7 minutes of your day, you will be eligible to win a $250 Visa gift card and some CityCast Salt Lake swag. CityCast.fm/survey is the place. Soon, when we reach our goal, I will stop asking you to do this, but not before then. So let's get it done. And thank you.
We're very close. Very close. Help us get there.
We are very close. Okay, team, let's talk. Can you believe, Emily, it feels like we were just talking about the mayoral race, and now it's time to talk about who's going to run for mayor of Salt Lake City yet again.
Groundhog Day.
Come on. We haven't even gotten through this year's election yet.
Angie, you're new to this team, but buckle in for your first CityCast Salt Lake City mayoral election. It's a really great time to be the hyper-local news source.
Yeah, what should I expect? What's the cycle like?
Fruit baskets, aggressive bullying.
Yeah.
It really runs the gamut.
Unsolicited texts from people
burner
who did not
accounts.
like our coverage. Yeah. Surprise press releases from people who did not like our coverage.
Yes, exactly.
I can't wait.
It's going to be
Threats
fun.
of lawsuits. Yeah. Really say what you feel.
Should we have a bingo card for the election season and just stamp them off as we go?
maybe.
You've got plenty of time to make the bingo card because the mayoral election is actually in November of 2027. But we're talking about it now because I got to shout out our girl Kim Bojorquez at Axios, who got a ton of potential candidates on the record. Way to go, Kim.
Yep.
People are already gearing up for this race. And I mean, the top line here is that Salt Lake City Mayor Erin Mendenhall said she is, quote, seriously considering a third term. She says she hasn't made a decision yet because before I'm the mayor, I'm a mom, and I want to be sure my decision is ultimately in the best interests of both Salt Lake City and my family. So, she's being a little coy about it, but of course, people want to know if the incumbent is going to run again, especially Senate Minority Leader Luz Escamilla, who is running for Salt Lake City mayor. She's made it official. She's announced it. And she actually ran against Erin Mendenhall in 2019. So if Mendenhall jumps in for a third term, a go at a third term, then this will be a do-over for them, which will be kind of fun and dramatic, I hope.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
How uncommon is a third term? Either in Salt Lake City or for mayors. Is that surprising? I know everyone seems surprised.
Great question, Angie. And actually, the Salt Lake Tribune looked into this. So this is separate from Kim's reporting in Axios. But the Tribune reported that only 2 Salt Lake City mayors have ever won third terms. A mayor, Lee, from the 1960s, and then Mayor Ted Wilson, who we've talked about on this show, from the 1980s. So, it's not very common, although I will say it's probably more common in other cities. Like the Draper mayor has been the mayor of Draper for like 100 years or something.
Yeah. Well, when you get that Draper seat, you got to hold on to it.
You got to hold on to it.
Yeah. Wasn't it? Didn't we have a West Jordan or South Jordan mayoral election where it was decades?
Yes.
40 years?
Yes.
Something?
But
Don't quote me on that.
A little tougher to hack in the capital city. And I mean, It's tough being in the spotlight as the mayor of Salt Lake City. You're most at odds with the state legislature, I would say. Like the mayor of Draper probably isn't having to fend off legislation specific to his city.
Lots of
from the
IKEA
legislature.
meetings,
Yeah, lots of IKEA meetings.
How many
So,
meatballs are we producing this week?
is that
Yeah.
Draper's job? Perhaps.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I looked this up about West Jordan. It's actually the opposite. For 40 years, West Jordan has elected a new mayor every term.
So they only serve one term each.
Yes.
Oh my God.
That's been their that's been their tradition over there. They're perpetually displeased.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mayor
that's
roulette.
fun. I kind of respect that.
Exactly. Okay, a few other names have been floated around for this Salt Lake City mayoral race. Kim also talked to Ross Romero, who is a Salt Lake County council member, a Democrat on the county council. He says he's thinking about it. And then there are a couple of people who say their decision to throw their hat in the ring hinges on whether Mendenhall runs again. And that is former Salt Lake County Mayor Peter Caroon and current Salt Lake County Mayor Jenny Wilson. So they're waiting to see what Erin does, I guess.
Yeah.
Is the thought that if she runs again, it's harder to beat the incumbent, or they're just waiting to see?
Well, my sense is that the incumbent mayor, yes, maybe like harder to beat. Generally, running against an incumbent can be like expensive, right? They already have resources. They already hold the seat, right? So for the year that you're campaigning against them, they get to be the mayor. They get to be showing up and being the mayor and being seen doing the job, which it feels like people perceiving you doing the job is like a huge part of politicking and campaigning, is just like embedding, right? The other thing is that when you are talking about someone like, for example, Salt Lake County Mayor Jenny Wilson, I mean, she and Mayor Mendenhall have worked together. They've had to. This is, Jenny, we mentioned Ted Wilson earlier. Her dad was a beloved mayor of Salt Lake City. She's been an elected official since at least like the year, 2005. She ran for mayor of Salt Lake City in 2007. So she's wanted this job for a long time. But like, You've worked with the incumbent mayor. You've like you've recently were co-signers on a lawsuit. So there's also, I think, this piece of like, is that a battle you want to pick?
Bad form, perhaps. Like
maybe.
I definitely don't want to say, I'm going to be challenging this sitting mayor for her seat.
Maybe. I mean, my sense is all these people want to be involved in the Olympics. That's my like most cynical read. It's just like I look at this field and I'm like, Senator Luz Escamillo, Senate Minority Leader, has been in office for a long time. The mayor, Erin Mendenhall, considering a third term. Jenny Wilson, who ran for mayor in 2007 before Obama was elected, right? Like, and then you've got kind of Ross Romero, who's a little more fresh blood, but it is very Back to the Future. It's like a very Back to the Future race that's being set up here, even with Luz and Erin having run against each other 8 years ago. So I'm sort of like, why do all these people want to do this? And to me, the only thing I can really find is they want to be involved in the Olympics, which if you run for mayor now and then again, you are, right? 2034, that's like 2 terms.
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't think that's
you're wrong. Yeah. We completely agree with you. I mean, even in Kim's story, she points out that this is the chance to shape the 2034 Olympics. Like the mayor of Salt Lake City will have an outsized role in that. And, I mean, as far as
will they? That's the thing, though. Will they?
So? Well,
or do they just want good seats?
Good jackets.
Because I'm like, if you've been following the Olympics for the past 5 years, they have at every turn removed like elements of this bid from Salt Lake City. We are no longer even in the logo. Our name has been removed. They're moving venues out of Salt Lake City. Like, to what extent does the mayor actually get to shape the Olympics? I believe it's like 5%, but you're going to have good seats and you're going to be in the shot.
Dang.
You're going to be on camera. I don't know that you're
cynical.
shaping it.
Well, I mean, I think as far as a municipal leader in this state goes, they will have the biggest role out of anyone. Like the Park City mayor is kind of, I guess they would probably be next up, but many of the events will happen here in Salt Lake City. And so I do think out of all of the mayoral leaders in this state, the Salt Lake City mayor will be the most involved.
It's not like they're going to do drone shots in Bluffdale before events. It's still going to be Salt Lake City centralized. But to your point, they have intentionally made it about Utah in order to, which I think is bad branding considering this is where the Olympics were last time. I mean, going from the Salt Lake Olympics to the Utah Olympics, I just think is poor branding.
Yeah, agreed.
I mean, Angie, you used to work for the Utah Jazz, and my dream is to sell CityCast branded merch that says Salt Lake City Jazz.
There you go. We have the Salt Lake City Stars. The G League team is Salt Lake City.
Give me an absolute break. So, yeah, I mean, I totally agree with you on that. I think I'm just there is a difference between being the face of something and shaping something. And does the Salt Lake City mayor get to shape Salt Lake City's Olympic bid? I don't know. Does the Salt Lake City mayor get to sit front row and give speeches? Yes.
And have cool merch? Absolutely.
Yeah. So, if you've got a huge vision, I don't know. I mean, I think I'm just cynical. I
get it. So, I mean, that's becoming the mayor of Salt Lake City is not the only way to get Olympic merch, I would guess. I have to hope for the rest of us. But
yeah. I mean, the job of any candidate, to me as a voter, since I recently became a citizen and became one, is to lay a vision, to help me understand that vision and how it affects me. Yeah. And I think to convince me that they want this job for, not to use reality TV language, but the right reasons. And so I am it's a long road ahead.
Definitely. I mean, this is only the very first conversation that we're having about this race. Mm-hmm. Expect more.
More to come.
Hopefully we can have some really serious policy conversations too. I would love to see people in this race who can really push that. I'm not thinking that we'll necessarily get a Mamdani-like candidate, or maybe some candidates think they're Mamdani-like, but
they all do.
They all do. They all want to ride that wave, but just really someone who can push, a conversation on what's truly possible in Salt Lake City. That's what would be most exciting to me as someone who will be covering the race.
Good luck.
I'm taking a glass half full perspective, Ali.
Neutral to optimistic.
Executive producer Emily Means, CityCast Salt Lake audience development manager Angie Treasure. The hot chocolate trend is something that I don't want to say have avoided, because I actually am totally obsessed with hot chocolate. I love it. I love this trend. But it's felt like more of a Utah County thing. And now I think it is coming to Salt Lake City. And the biggest evidence of that to me is that we got a press release that I think it's pronounced Knoops, Knoops. This is a London-based chocolatier, and they are opening their first store in the U.S. focused on drinking chocolate in Salt Lake City at 9th and 9th. That to me is crazy for your first U.S. expansion store, but maybe not.
Bro. Where in 9th and 9th? Is it replacing something?
Sure. Looked like it was near Vessel, but I could be wrong.
Is it replacing spilled milk or something?
Yes, I bet it is, because didn't that close? Didn't Spilled Milk close?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, sad. So we're trading spilled milk for hot milk.
And iced, which is basically just
chocolate milk. Which is chocolate milk. Okay,
yeah.
So talk to me. Can you two really explain to me, is this a trend? A proper trend? Because I feel like Utahns are so hot for hot chocolate, come winter time, we're all drinking it.
We're going to Temple Square.
We're going to Temple Square. It won't even be our first proper hot chocolate establishment. Ritual Hot Chocolate in Heber City, they do a gorgeous gourmet hot chocolate.
But that's not Salt Lake City.
That's true. It's not Salt Lake City.
Hatches does a great one.
Hatches is one in the Avenues, and they're a proper chocolatier. Then also do hot chocolate. Even freaking Stevens, everyone's favorite grocery store hot chocolate is made in Farmington. So
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it is. It is. We are ripe for this.
Okay.
So is this actually a trend that we started or what?
I have some questions. I'm always excited for a new business and a new sweet treat.
Yeah.
My feeling is the stigma around caffeine and drinking coffee is not what it was even a decade ago amongst the dominant religion. I think Salt Lake City, obviously, we love our coffee, and a lot of those places also already offer hot chocolate. So the idea of a dedicated place versus, I believe Swig also offers hot chocolate in the winter where you're going and getting your other thing and they have hot chocolate.
Your other thing.
You got a soda in one hand and a hot chocolate in the other.
My cold,
a
my
Diet
hot,
Coke with cream and a little bit of cotton candy floss.
I'm getting my 3,000 calories during my drive through the window. But I think it's interesting that Noops is a London-based brand. I think the 9th and 9th neighborhood seems like a good fit. As you know, there's been a girl, her name's Justine, who's popped up on TikTok and has been talking about opening her own drinking chocolate store in Utah and has faced enormous backlash.
Really?
People think, her wanting to set up in Salt Lake City is a bad idea because they think it's more of a Utah County thing or a Daybreak thing where maybe those families are setting out and getting $8 hot chocolates for their kids. Although you read the menus, they're not particularly kid-friendly. They're kind of more of a dark chocolate that you customize.
Right.
And I'm not sure. I'm always looking for people to succeed. I think it's been fascinating watching people respond to Justine from New York City trying to move to Utah because commenters don't seem to think it's going to work.
Interesting.
I met Justine from New York City at Central 9th because she did a pop-up one night when I was over there getting a smash burger. And I had the $8 hot chocolate with the an orange flavoring.
Yeah.
It was fabulous. I mean,
Great.
It was fabulous. But it was interesting because the way she phrased it to me, because I'm not very online and so I don't have TikTok, but was that she wanted to open her business. She actually signed a lease in Sugar House. And then people were like, if you open your business in Sugar House, it will die. And I was like, how much does that have to do with right now the reputation of Sugar House being a business killer and that business district versus the reputation of whether or not people want this product in Salt Lake City. That's so funny because I just had a different read. I was like, because they're businesses don't come out of Sugar House alive.
Because there's nowhere to park.
Interesting. Because there's nowhere to park.
You have to roll out you're an emergency maneuver.
I don't want to be a hater, but I'm feeling like a hater on this one. I think
Really? Even when it's Christmas time?
Even when it's Christmas time, yes. I mean, I did watch this. I watched one TikTok from Justine. She seems lovely, by the way. This is no shade to Justine. But she said she has a gut feeling that she's meant to open her hot chocolate cafe in Utah. And I mean, I just don't. How serious is hot chocolate? I'm sorry.
Right.
I love hot chocolate too. And I know that there is an art to sourcing some of these things. Caputo's does a drinking chocolate that's, really, it's ethically sourced and it's made of the best ingredients. And I get that. But she's selling hot chocolate, and when it's iced, it's chocolate milk.
Yeah.
And so I'm just not bought into it enough.
And I'm not sure I'd ever met someone and that's their thing. People are very passionate about coffee. People are very passionate. I mean, I know dirty soda emerged from Utah and became a thing. I don't know that I've ever met someone who's my thing is hot cocoa or drinking chocolate. Or do they just get one at Dutch Bros when they're feeling cozy and they want to go see the lights?
When they're feeling festive.
And when they opened that new Grand Hyatt in Deer Valley East Village, I mean, the only thing anyone could talk about with that hotel, which I stayed at and is perfectly nice, but also just a Hyatt, it's, was the super decadent, over-the-counter hot chocolate, mile-high marshmallows, also. It's a Bloody Mary with a childlike sense of wonder. It's the same way that, if you stick a piece of bacon and, a couple of shrimp in a Bloody Mary, I'm here's $15, no questions asked. Yeah. And so I also can appreciate that, that's scratching a similar itch for someone else. But I will say, it seems like presentation is a key piece here. And like, can you hit the presentation notes? When I tried this hot chocolate, it wasn't really a presentation thing. It was truly more about the like flavor profile. And I actually think if you're going to ask for like a lot of money and you're going to make it an experience for people and sell that, you are going to have to make it look insane.
Instagrammable.
Like out of the Grinch, out of Dr. Seuss's The Grinch kind of like aesthetic. And then also figure out how to survive in the summer. The thing about this that I think is so interesting as we enter this like more coffee shops than ever thinking about coffee, the drinking chocolate, the dirty soda, like we're in a time of beverage supremacy is like, how does that dovetail with a record number of Americans being on GLP-1s? Because I mean, I saw this polling from Gallup that like 3% of Americans were taking GLP-1s in 2024. Now in 2026, 11% of the country is using GLP-1s. The charts are like exponential growth. And we know that exponential growth can only go on for so long. But like, as we move away from being a culture that has an appetite, are these like beverage industries going to prop us up with like joy and delight and like as gathering spaces? Is that our future? This is like something my brain's kind of hung up on.
I also wonder how much is it a daily habit? You think of a coffee shop or a swag or dirty soda location, and that's something you drink every day. I am not sure, to your point, Ali, like how often are you trying to get a big old hot chocolate piled high? Now, if it tastes good and to your point, it was delicious and word of mouth gets around, some of that might not matter. Maybe it does become a daily occurrence for people. I just don't know anybody who's like, I can't start my morning until I've had my drinking chocolate.
But they say that with a Diet Coke. So anything can happen.
You're right.
But it's not $8 to get a Diet Coke.
That's true.
I'm sorry, but in the summer, are we really just ordering chocolate milk?
Yeah, why not?
Protein.
I don't know.
Pitch it as protein, you know?
Yeah, you know what? We need to protein max this stuff.
Exactly.
And then we'll really speak to the gym bros of Instagram or something. Or
the gym bros, honey, Ballerina Farm is putting protein in their ice cream. The gym bros are no longer the protein audience.
Farmers protein.
Yeah.
You know what? Women do need more protein, I'll be honest.
Our bones, they're so brittle.
Executive producer Emily Means, CityCast Salt Lake audience development manager Angie Treasure. Let's do shout outs. We love to do shout outs on Tuesday. Angie, what do you want to shout out?
I wanted to shout out the Coachman sign for getting saved this past week. They had until the 30th to save the sign, and they hit their goal early on money raising. So Liberty Wells Community Council updated on Instagram that they did it. So a small group will be gathering Tuesday morning, so this morning, to view the takedown from 8 to 9 a.m. So we'll probably see footage of that. And then the goal is to hold it at Granary District until they find kind of a more permanent landing spot. But it will be saved. Congratulations to everyone who has a lot of nostalgia for that particular neon sign.
That's great news. I wonder if this will be like the new Hoberman Arch. Angie, I don't know how much you know about the Hoberman Arch, but this is Allie's this is Allie's bag.
You know what? We might have to remake that episode, actually.
We'll remake that
episode. We did it years ago, and we might need to remake it. Me explaining why the Hoberman Arch is the most important structure in Salt Lake City, according to me.
I love it.
Basically, it's a bizarre piece of art from the 2002 Olympics. And what happened after the Olympics was it got stored in like a garage or something somewhere. And then people like stole some of the pieces. And so they had to go track down the pieces. And so I'm wondering, like, will there be enough security around the Coachman sign to prevent vandalism?
Someone just taking the lamp top and putting that in the middle of their house.
Exactly. What's the security plan for the Coachman sign?
Now when it goes missing, people are going to think it was us.
Oh, God. You don't think this threw them off our trail, off our scent?
I wouldn't possibly do something so nefarious.
Right? Have either of you been to the Neon Museum in Las Vegas?
No.
So it is so cool. If you're ever find yourself in Vegas, definitely do it. But it is basically a graveyard of neon signs. rescued from the Vegas Strip or like retired or whatever, old Vegas, new Vegas. And you walk around and it's like you're in the world's most beautiful junkyard. And some of them are even still like plugged in and light up, and they go back to like the beginnings of the Strip. And I feel like we're going to need something like that soon. If we can't keep them up on State Street, like State Street alone, we could have like a mini little neon museum.
Yeah, put it in the Sears Lake lot.
Or the Sugar House.
They're
Park
never
corner.
building a hospital there, as far as I can tell.
Library Square. I feel like we could have a tiny little neon museum at Library Square.
That's a good idea.
How to lock it up. Okay, Emily, what's your shout out?
My shout out is to Deer Valley's new Avalanche dog.
I haven't seen it. Is it cute?
Yes,
What's his
I linked
name?
him in our show docs so you guys can check him out. His name is Duke. He is a Nova Scotia duck talling retriever. He's
Look at his ears are so floppy.
as cute as can be. Oh my God. I don't really have that much more to say about him except that he's adorable. And I did see a comment from someone on the Instagram post asking when there would be a Duke plushie. And then I was like, what are we talking about here? And I learned that Deer Valley makes stuffed animals in their Avi dogs likenesses.
So
and there's
sweet. actually
one selling on eBay for $50 right now. So there is proof. There is proof. They're not on Deer Valley's, swag website at this time. But this guy already looks like a plushie. Like he looks like a stuffed animal. So I think
Perfect proportions.
Perfect. Yes. Oh my God, he's so cute. I can't handle it.
Someone commented, I would die for Duke. Luckily, I don't have to because that boy's going to save me.
Solitude said, on our way to steal Duke.
Oh my God. I love him so much.
He's really cute. Oh, I love a puppy.
Absolutely precious. Anyway.
I love the idea of him like chewing the expensive Deer Valley interiors and like peeing on couches.
Leather everywhere to gnaw on.
Yes. I know. But he's such a good boy already. He would never.
I know.
Not our Duke.
Not our Duke. Allie, what's your shout out?
Okay, I just want to give a huge shout out to the incredibly polite motorbikers of Utah County. On Saturday morning, I went for a hike near Timp, which I need to be hiking around that area more. It's so beautiful. It's dog friendly. There weren't a ton of people there. It was gorgeous, gorgeous time. And while I was on the trail, it was a trail that's shared with like ATVs and motorbikers. Every single one that passed, I kid you not, my friend Sid and I by the end of the hike were just like practically in tears with joy every time we had an encounter with one of them. They would come around the corner, slow down immediately, slow down to pass us so that they weren't spraying like dirt and dust at us, stop, pet the dog, greet us, and then tell us exactly how many people were in their group so we knew how long to wait for everyone to pass.
Wow.
And I was like, the fact that you are, not one of you has not done this. Like, I don't know who is like, I don't know what trail signage is happening. I don't know what like sort of parenting is happening. I was so impressed because something that we all know if you ever go hiking in Salt Lake County is that not every mountain biker, shout out many, not to be Trump, but like some of my best friends are mountain bikers, but like, but they will run you over with a non-motorized bike. Like it is crazy the amount of encounters that I've had on the trails with mountain bikers where I'm just like, bro, you are not the only person up here. Like stop acting like it. And when I was in Utah County and these motorbikers were so polite, I was like, manners go a long way in making trails safe and fun for everyone. Like
I love when people abide
huge.
by etiquette and like it's just makes you believe in humanity again.
Yeah.
It's not hard. They still had a great time. They were still ripping around. Like they were still having the time of their lives. But it was just so refreshing to be greeted with like manners and politeness on the trail. And also I feel like particularly important because they're geared up. Like on motorbikes, like you can't see their eyes. You can't see a patch of skin. So they look like, I mean, there's something sort of frightening about having an encounter with someone and not being able to see their face at all. And so it's like that much more important that they're just incredibly gracious, and they were. Shout out to them.
Love that.
I know.
Utah County, not so bad.
Good boys. Good boys of Utah County. So yeah, that's my huge shout out.
Love that.
Okay, Time to pass the mic, because one of the ways that we make sure this show is around for a long time is we ask you, our listeners, to help us make sure this show is around for a long time. And that's by becoming a member. Shout out to our newest members, Misty M and John K. We call our members neighbors. We call our membership program the Neighbor Program because we think that neighbors make Salt Lake great. So if you would like to become a member, we'd love to have you at membership.citycast.fm. It's $10 a month or $100 a year. One of the things we offer in exchange is passing the mic on Tuesdays so that you can shout out people, places, things, restaurants, meals, your friend that you love on this show. Would you each like to read a shout out?
Love to.
I'll read Josie H because I have a similar feeling about this. But she said, shout out to the librarians at the Sprague branch for being so helpful in fulfilling all of my hold requests for movies because I don't want to pay for a Netflix subscription. Love you guys. It is the best place to rent movies.
That is genius.
I do it all the time. I rented In the Mood for Love. They had the Criterion version of it at Sprague, and it was just delightful. So especially while we're waiting for the tower to reopen, they've had that great collection of movies you could rent. Hit up your local library. Thanks, Josie.
Wow. That's amazing, and I never thought of that.
My mayoral candidate will propose that every Salt Laker gets a free Criterion subscription since the tower closed and we can't rent movies there anymore. Okay, that's a great one.
Love that.
That's a great one. Read the other one, Emily.
Here's a shout out from Michael F. Best Friends Animal Society for all the work they do rescuing, protecting, and caring for animals. And I completely agree, Michael. That's where I got my best friend from, my cat Momo. So love the work that they're doing there.
They do good stuff. Thank you, Misty M, John K, Josie H, Michael F. I love when we do membership drives because I get to read all the first name, last initial names. So I'm doing it again for nostalgia. But seriously, everyone in our membership program, we could not make this show without you. We thank you so much, those of us who have been with us for years, and those of you who are going to join today. We can't wait to welcome you with arms wide open. Membership.citycast.fm. Executive producer Emily Means, CityCast Salt Lake audience development manager Angie Treasure. Thanks for spending this time with me.
Thanks, Ali.
Thank you.
That is all for us today here on CityCast Salt Lake. We will be back tomorrow morning with more from around town. Take care.